guess you could say that. We're started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to Deep Thoughts.
Is that
No.
the best you could do?
No, it was not.
It wasn't your best.
It wasn't my best. Greetings.
Welcome to Deep
Thoughts.
the only show where we think deeply.
And do it
deeply.
well.
Well, that's...
No.
maybe.
We do it decently.
We do it.
We do it.
Period.
We just wanted to do a little refresher on how we're all doing after
Ben
Christmas.
didn't want to, he didn't want to do a topic.
Topics
So-
are for losers.
And nerds.
And we are both of those.
More so the first one.
More so the first one. So we just wanted to do that. So we're gonna...
We got new microphones.
Yeah, we got new microphones. This one's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's like a real microphone.
An
So
actual
if you
microphone.
imagine a podcast and the microphone they would use, that's probably what we're using.
That's exactly what we're using. You can imagine it.
Yeah, you can picture it in your head. It's got an
Close
actual
your eyes.
pop filter,
A
so I don't have
pop
to worry about
filter?
editing all of those out.
We used to edit
'Cause
those
they're-
out.
I used to edit
I
them
used
out.
to edit them out
You
too.
did not edit it out.
I edited one of them out, and then I got tired and stopped doing it. That is indeed what happened. Anyhow, it's a Tuesday.
It
It's
is Tuesday. I have no idea what day it is anymore. I've lost all sense of time.
30th? It's the 30th.
It's the 28th.
It's the 28th.
I only know what day it is when I have to work, and that's one day a week.
I don't even have to know what day it is to work. I just know the time I have to go in. And I don't
You
know...
don't work every day of the week, though.
Yeah, except for this day, yeah, I do.
So
I work
So
Monday,
this is the
Wednesday,
only day-
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
you work every day of the week but
Except for
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So Tuesday is the only day of the week that you know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, Tuesday is the only day I know. Actually, he called me in to go to work today, so I told him no.
Tell him no. How dare you call me in when I have specifically requested time off?
Indubitably.
And that's when you pull the gun out and you remove his eyes.
Nah, you just tell him your grandma's dying. Works every time.
Does it actually work this time? I know your old job didn't accept that.
Yeah, my
After a
old job
few
did not
times.
accept that. It worked this time.
You couldn't just say you can't come in.
No. Never. Anyhow, how was your Christmas, Owen?
I thought you were asking the audience. I was like, they're gonna be able to answer this. It was cool. I was very tired throughout most of it. So one of the things that I got, in quotations, my grandparents gave me an old train set that I used to play with when I was a lot younger. But it's like a real like electric train set. So like you plug it in the wall and it's a
Wow.
controller and it actually like moves. So my dad was like, maybe Christmas Eve you can set it up around the tree while the girls are sleeping. So I did that for an hour from
Wow.
2 a.m. to 3 a.m. It didn't work. We don't know what part doesn't work. It's either the actual train piece that moves or the piece of the track that receives the power.
Mm.
But I wrapped it all the way around the tree. It didn't work.
That's
So my dad
terrible.
was like, maybe it's because there's like bumps in like the doorways. So I took some of the pieces off and made a simple circuit on a flat surface to see maybe if it's flat it'll work. Nope.
No.
So then I just set it back up because it comes with like decoration pieces. It comes with like little houses and lighthouses and stuff.
Mm.
And there's like a tunnel through a mountain piece too.
Yeah.
So I decorated everything and there's like batteries you can put in to light it up. And I put the train, it's a long train. So it's just there and it just doesn't move.
Like, that's the thing. Toy trains. Why Why did they ever develop putting toy trains around the Christmas tree though?
Because
That always never made sense to me.
It looks cool.
It looks cool.
Because it's one of the Christmas presents, and it's in action.
I mean, I guess. Did Santa give you this? No, your grandma gave you this.
And?
I mean, I'm just wondering. Santa gives a lot of presents.
He does give a lot of presents.
What else did he get? Name another thing.
I got the mic. Did I set the microphone already?
Yeah, you said the microphone already.
I got some pajamas.
Oh, that's awesome. I love pajamas.
So nice and comfy. I got some candy.
Candy? Yeah.
That's like a staple.
With a staple?
No, that is not like a staple.
It's a stapler.
Ben.
What?
Ben, do you eat Staples as like a snack?
No.
See, this response is worrying me.
No.
It is worrying me.
No.
Very much so.
I mean, is it edible?
Are Staples edible?
Sometimes.
I wasn't asking you a question. I was clarifying your question.
Well, anyway, are they, though? Are they edible? I mean, that's the question.
That's the topic for
the
today.
topic for today. Are Staples edible? Now, to most scientists, they would say no. However, I have a good response to that. What
defines edible, Ben?
Edible is something you can put in your mouth and swallow.
I guess so, yeah.
Does that not?
Does it include digestion or anything?
I mean, I guess. Because you could digest almost anything. Almost.
Can you digest a staple?
I mean, it's small.
And?
If you round off the edges, put it up into a little ball and just swallow it.
Well, that doesn't make it more digestible.
Yeah, it does.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I could digest it.
But not if it was a big staple?
I could digest it.
You're not answering my questions, Ben.
What?
You're really not. You're avoiding the topic here.
What? What is your question?
I don't.
What is your question, Owen?
I want you to Google right now.
Alright.
Whether staples are digestible. I'm sure they are. I'm not saying you should try this at home. Ben, you're welcome to go ahead and try.
I am trying right now.
You ate Staples earlier? That's different, Ben.
Edible staples.
That's
to keep your burrito or taco closed.
That's different than metal staples and whether they are edible. That's not... You're not showing me the answers to the questions.
Why some staples are edible and some are not.
I don't want to know about edible staples. I want to know about whether metal staples for like paper is edible. You're not Googling the right things here.
Are metal
there you go.
Staples
Staples
Staples.
Normally I'm the one that's terrible at spelling.
I'm bad at spelling sometimes.
How? Edible staples.
How?
This is something I didn't think I'd ever be researching.
No. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
No, Ben.
I'm looking it up.
That's not the one you want to look at. That's about edible staples.
Trying to look at normal staples. You're just yelling at me here.
Because you're clicking on stuff that says edible staples.
Well, I doubt, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I doubt that somebody's gonna write an article about metal staples being edible.
Well, we are going to be the first ones to write that article.
Alright, we're gonna try.
We're gonna try to eat some staples, and we're gonna open our own news distribution company and post an article. One article. The whole website will have nothing but this one article.
Okay.
About staples being edible and digestible.
So here's
and we're gonna have pictures of your throat destroyed by staples and scratches and stuff, and the feces that comes out afterwards with little spikes coming out of it.
Okay, here's my thing. The staple itself, can it be put put into like a little ball because I don't think we could eat it if it was in its rectangular shape.
Why not?
Just because it spikes, you know? How it's supposed to like tear into paper, right?
Uh-huh.
If we take that and we try and put it into like a little ball and then I swallow it, I think that would work better.
I mean, yeah, if you sand off the edges or something.
Yeah,
you can get a bunch of Staples and just like compress it to a ball.
Yeah, that would work perfectly.
A little metal pill.
That would work.
It does nothing.
Yeah, or like a little like lead bullet.
That's even different.
It's like a lead bullet, you know.
But you want to eat some lead bullets?
No. We get a lead bullet, but we make it metal staplers.
What?
So the metal staplers are turned into a lead bullet.
Why does it have to be specifically a lead bullet?
Lead bullets are round and.
So BB bullets.
Yeah.
They don't have to be lead.
But that's why we're gonna be making them the same size, but with metal staplers. It's just an example, Owen.
No. Why don't you go straight to lead bullets?
I don't know. I was just thinking about
the poisonous metal.
I was thinking about it. Okay, just something. It was something I was thinking about.
Every now and then, you know, the thought of poisoning myself with lead just crosses my mind.
Yeah.
Around the same time as uranium and other toxic materials, you know.
Yeah, no,
it happens all the time.
It happens very frequently, actually.
More so than it probably should.
I think about it more than I definitely should. Considering I've eaten a lot of things in my time, and I've eaten a lot of things I shouldn't have eaten.
Have you eaten what? Explain yourself.
Explain myself. Like
what?
Have you heard the edamame story?
The edamame story?
You have not heard the edamame story. All right, this is perfect.
This is one of the things you shouldn't have eaten?
Yes.
Even though this is food.
All right, so I'm working, and at work we don't usually eat.
Which work is this? Your old work?
My new work.
Your new work.
So I'm over here, and while we're working, since we're there for like 15 hours, 16 hours a day, we don't usually like leave to go get lunch. We don't have lunch breaks. We don't.
You don't have a lunch break?
No, we eat while we're working. We eat while we're working. So like,
well, I guess if you're
basically
not seeing people.
Basically, we're loading our next group, and then we are getting our food ready. Right.
All right. That makes sense.
So one day, one of the people were clocking out, and I was like, "Hey, can you make me this?" Because it was like around lunchtime. I was like, "I'm pretty hungry," and they were like, "We have edamame," and I was like, "Really?" And she was like, "Yeah, I can make it for you. It looks like it's been in there for a while." I was like, "Okay."
You didn't question how long.
I didn't question how long. Now she put it in there. It looked good. I'm gonna be honest. It looked great. It smelled great. It just wafted great smells. Wafted great smells. And I'm over here and I'm eating my edamame. It's been almost 15 years since I've last had edamame from that day. So you don't remember. So I don't remember how it tastes.
Okay.
I just remember. So
you're assuming that it was good when you tasted it.
Yeah, I was assuming that was what it was supposed to taste like.
Oh.
I popped one in and it tasted like Sour Patch Kids.
Oh no.
And so I ate it and I was like,
that's probably not normal.
So I turned to my friend and I was like, "Here, you want to try one of my edamame?" It's like, "Yeah, sure. Why?" I was like, "I don't know. It just tastes weird."
Tastes like a Sour Patch
Tastes weird to me. And he was like, "Okay."
No, it tastes like a sour candy.
He goes, "Why is it so sour?" And I went, "I don't know. Isn't that what edamame is supposed to taste like?" He was like, "No." And then I was like, "Oh,
tell me
okay."
You stopped eating it.
So I continued to eat it. I continued to eat it.
Your coworker didn't be like, "Hey."
Well, no, my coworker
definitely spoiled.
My coworker was like, "That's not supposed to happen. Why are you still eating?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm just, you know." And then he grabbed the box and he said, "Hand me the box." And I handed him the box. He started reading, and he was reading, and he said, "Ben, this expired 2 years ago."
Oh my gosh!
And I'm like, "Huh."
How much of it did you eat, Ben?
I was like, "Huh."
No.
Hold up.
How much did you eat?
Hold up. Let me finish. I go, "Huh." And then I start eating it again. And then
why?
And then they took it away from me because I couldn't. They didn't want me eating it all, and I was like, "Wow, I can't believe you'd waste food like that."
That's not wasting. That's called disposing of biohazards.
But I ate about what was it? I ate about 40 edamame before they took it away from me. It still had almost a full box too. It was pretty big. It was pretty hefty. There was about like, what do you call them? Peas, edamame peas. What?
I don't know, but I've never had edamame.
There were about 500 edamame peas in there. It was pretty big. I ate around 40 of them before they took it away from me. It was kind of funny, but I still laugh to it about it this day that I probably would have finished it off and not have felt anything.
You didn't get sick?
No, not at all. Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy.
You really should have. You should have gotten sick. What if there was like mold in it? Would you have eaten it if there was mold?
I would have eaten around the mold.
You would have eaten around the mold.
Mm-hmm. Because before I ate the edamame, there was a leftover bin with some moldy spaghetti in it, and I was gonna eat it. I was going to eat going to eat it, but they threw it away before I could eat it, and they were like, "We're worried about you, Ben. Stop this."
Ben,
I was like,
"You can't just eat around the mold. The whole thing is infected."
I've never had a problem with it before.
How often have you eaten moldy food?
Not often.
How many? I need a number. How many times has it happened?
I don't know if I can give you a number. I don't
purpose.
know. I don't know on purpose. Well, they've all been on purpose. I don't know.
More than 5.
Probably.
More than 10.
I don't know. It hasn't been often.
No.
It hasn't been often. I know it was more than 5, but I don't know how much.
Like once a year?
Maybe.
Twice a year?
Probably 3 times a year.
3 times a year you purposely eat moldy food.
I just eat it around it. I'm not going to waste it.
Where do you get the moldy food? All at your work?
Not at work. No, sometimes it's at my house and we just forget to throw it away. And then I see the mold and I'm kind of like, I'm too lazy to change it out kind of thing. Like I've had moldy bread before or like moldy, what was it? Moldy meat, I guess you could say.
You ate rotten meat?
Not rotten meat.
Yeah, that's rotten meat.
No,
if there's mold growing on the meat, it's rotten.
I just cut out the mold.
You can't.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah.
This is very concerning.
I just cut around it and then pulled it out and then just ate the rest. Is it good? Yeah. Are you alright?
No.
You can watch me do it.
I do not want to watch you eat rotten, moldy food. I cannot stress enough
Well, if you put it that way, dang.
how much I do not want to watch you on purpose
Look, it's good food.
eat moldy food
It's good food.
and enjoy it.
It's good food. I'm gonna eat it.
Ben, this is how you get food poisoning.
I've never gotten food poisoning.
It's gonna happen.
I've never gotten food poisoning.
You can't avoid it forever.
I've never thrown up from eating food.
Like from eating too much food?
No. Eating bad food.
Well, that's food poisoning.
Or anything else like that. I've never eaten up from eating too much food. The only time I've ever thrown up was because I was sick. Once I ate something, I felt great. And I rarely get sick.
I think we need to have your DNA, your blood sampled and tested. Something is like wrong with you.
I rarely get sick. I think
you should not be immune to this much.
I've only ever been sick in my life, like probably around 7 or 8 times.
Okay. What sick is it?
It's bad sick, like stuff where I throw up. I rarely throw up.
Like strep throat?
I mean, I don't think I've ever had strep throat.
You've never had strep throat?
No, I've never had strep throat. I've had influenza before.
Say the flu. You're not that smart, Ben. You don't get to say influenza.
But that's the name. It's called influenza.
Just say the flu, Ben.
The flu.
Unless you have a high enough GPA above a 5.
Wow. You have to
know-
have a GPA of a 5, man. And
You
you
don't
can't
get
even
to
get
say-
a GPA of a 5 unless you take honors classes. Wow. I see how it is.
You specifically, Ben. Just you specifically.
Why me specifically? Am I dumb? Guys, I think he's trying to say something. Am I dumb? You think I'm dumb?
Well, Ben,
Please.
we can go back to, what episode was it that you said you were an alpha male, Ben?
I am an alpha man. Anyhow.
You think a little too highly of yourself, Ben.
Just a tiny bit, Maybe I only say that just because I have a...
You say
a
influenza
self-deprecating-
because you need to boost yourself?
Yeah, just a little tiny boost. Just a tiny boost. Let me have this moment.
Okay.
Let me have this moment.
Okay.
Anyway.
As long as you have to say everything in their scientific name, though.
Oh, no. Anyway, I had the flu.
There you go. There you go.
I had the flu.
I'm gonna drink some dihydrogen monoxide.
Yeah, no.
I have influenza B.
Influenza A, B, C, and D. Anyway, I had the flu maybe 3 times, and I only threw up once when I
I
had
thought
it.
you said you got sick like 7 times.
I did. The rest was just stomach bugs. Oh, wait, no. One of the times was bronchitis. I did have bronchitis. And I had to be on a respirator for a few weeks. And I only got bronchitis because I was in the woods where there was some, bad air.
What?
There was some bad air in those woods.
Did you go to New York? What?
No, it was, in Texas.
Where you buy a nuclear power plant? What?
I don't know. I just know it was because I went on a hiking
In
trip.
Texas?
Yeah, it was because I went on a hiking trip. And
Do
there
you
was
mean
some
you
bad-
breathed in smoke from a campfire or something?
Maybe. I don't
Because
know.
that would make a lot more sense
Probably.
than there's just bad air in the woods.
It's something. I
If
don't
anything,
remember.
the woods would have the best air possible in a given area.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember how I got
You don't
bronchitis.
remember.
I just know it was from going on a hiking trip.
I would imagine it was from a fire and you were just inhaling smoke and not walking away from it.
Probably. I feel like I'd be stupid enough to do that.
You probably would.
Anyhow,
Have you ever gotten your eye scratched from smoke?
yes, I
It's
have.
weird.
It is weird.
And it
It
hurts
hurts.
a lot.
A lot.
And then it's just gone when
And
you
then-
sleep.
Yeah, when you go to
It's
sleep,
so
you're
weird.
fine. You're fine the next day.
And you would think there'd be some lasting effect on your eye.
No.
Like
It
you
just
get
hurts.
those weird clear squiggles or something in your eye. Nope.
No.
Nothing.
No.
It just hurts for a night.
It hurts for one night. You go to bed and it's fine.
And it's always from fire.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other ways to get it, but it's always from fire.
It
I've gotten it twice.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just annoying.
Yeah. No, it is annoying.
The first time I was freaking out, I was just like, what's happening?
Oh,
Why does my
God.
eye hurt when I move it?
Oh my god.
And then I was just like, you probably just scratched it. How? I don't know. Smoke?
Smoke.
Something in it scratched your eye somehow.
Have you ever gotten what was it called? I'm forgetting.
Well, of course you forget. You don't have medical ailments.
I don't have
You
medical.
don't have a
yeah.
medical history.
I don't.
Apparently.
Apparently. Yeah.
It's like a physical ailment,
I'm trying to remember.
a
It's
disease, a plague.
no, it's something inconveniencing like scratching your eye with fire.
Stubbing my toe.
That's funny, but no. I've stubbed my toe and my toenail fell off.
Yeah,
so,
We've talked about
yeah,
this.
and it fell off finally, and it's great. And there was a nail underneath already. What was that?
Getting a splinter.
No.
Burning yourself.
No.
I don't know.
Huh.
It's related to a campfire?
I mean, it made me think of it because of the campfire.
Is it about the eye, specifically?
It could be.
Could be?
Could be. I don't remember. Man, I just lost my train of thought.
Yeah, apparently.
What were we talking about again?
We're talking about getting our eyes scratched.
Yeah, no, but how did we get to that conversation?
You inhaled smoke from a campfire, but you thought it was just bad air in Texas. And that gave you bronchitis,
That gave me bronchitis.
which was one of the 7 times you got sick.
Yes.
3 of which were influenza.
Influenza.
The other 3 being stomach bugs.
Stomach bugs, yes. And then we started talking about the eye scratch.
Yeah, Put some coal in your train of thought. Get it moving again.
Ooh, I'm getting something.
Yeah.
I lost it. Anyhow, I forget a lot of things, but whatever.
That's my job.
Yeah, that's both of our
I'm
jobs.
I'm the forgetful one. Lapse of memory is a depression thing, not an ADHD thing.
Ah, yes. I have ADHD, you have depression. It works out perfectly.
Undiagnosed.
Me too. Look at that. But I know for a fact I am. I've never been diagnosed with ADHD.
We don't need a diagnosis.
I don't need a diagnosis.
We are our own doctors.
I know for a fact I have ADHD, and there is no way I don't. There is no way in hell I don't.
I can attest to that.
I was about to say, actually, I got tested for ADHD. My doctor said I didn't have
Really?
it. Yeah.
Really?
My doctor said I did not have it. And I
was
was
this
like,
a doctor or psychiatrist?
This was a doctor.
Well, maybe you should see a mental doctor.
Not
a physical doctor. Because they would actually are trained in the area to recognize.
Well, I went to him. I was
disorders.
like, I can't focus on school. Like, I don't know how to focus
How
on
old
it.
were you?
I was like in 8th grade.
8th grade? And they said no?
Yeah, they said no.
This was like your pediatrician?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I can't really focus. He's like, yeah, you're probably just bored in school. I was like,
see a different doctor.
I was like, I try to focus and then I get caught up in something else. Do you know what it could be? He's like, no, I don't know. And I was like,
no, don't go to your physical doctor for a mental diagnosis.
Through freshman year to senior year, I would get fixated on one thing and then I'd get fixated on another.
And that's called a hyperfixation.
And then I'd start all over the place. Depending on who I hung out with at school, it would get worse. Like Jackson. If I hung out with Jackson in high school, I would be millions of times worse.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he made you tired.
He does make me tired. He
does both.
Tired. He makes me tired.
He's like a sugar rush.
He gives me a sugar rush
and
then I crash. It's just wow. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I don't have that. I've diagnosed people with that though.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You've diagnosed a doctor.
Yes, I am.
You're a doctor now.
Yes. PhD and self-diagnoses. I've taken enough online self-tests to know the symptoms of various mental illnesses.
Oh, yes, of course.
I have diagnosed several people with ADHD, all of whom are not getting treated for it.
Were you in PE, my PE class, my freshman year?
I was. I remember specifically I was, because I know that one day they were playing music, and it was like disco music, and I saw you in the bleachers dancing the hardest I've ever seen anyone dance, and we were all cheering you on. And that is one of the only things I remember from PE freshman year.
I don't remember that at all.
That's the only thing I remember from PE freshman year. That and playing pickleball wrong.
Oh my gosh. I remember we played pickleball against each other, didn't we? Or did we?
We played pickleball
almost
once.
every single day.
Me and Hayden did. For like a month we played, the whole class did.
We played pickleball.
Me and Hayden played it once. It was like, this is boring. Let's make our own rules.
So
we basically played hockey
with
pickleball.
Golf. With pickleball.
And
I remember this.
We called it Pickle Golf Extreme.
I remember this because I played this every single day.
And it was I remember now. It was me and Hayden, and then you and another guy.
Yeah, it was me and...
2 teams of 2. Yeah. And basically, like hockey, there's goals on either side, 1 defender, 1 attacker. And you have the pickleballs, the paddles, as like hockey whatever.
And the defender cannot step past like a certain
yes,
line,
but the attackers can go everywhere.
Oh
my gosh, I remember all the rules.
I remember all the rules.
We developed the rules like throughout. It was like a long time.
We did this for like a month straight.
We loved it. Way better than the original. Actual pickleball is boring and hard.
Oh my gosh, it was like there was like this one rule where you could switch with the defender by passing it back to him and then like going back, and becoming a defender just because the defenders were sitting there almost the entire time.
I remember we would always try to get like the same color paddle because they're all different colors.
Different colors.
But they were different. Mm-hmm. The different colors were different. They were definitely different.
They did different things.
Some of them were broken. And they're like plastic too, so they're not like good paddles.
Yeah.
But we always get the same colors.
Oh boy.
I remember that. There was that, which was fun for a month, and then after that we played badminton. Badminton's just fun in general.
Badminton was fun
because it's hard. It's hard to lose the ball.
Yeah. All you got to do is hit it.
You just hit it, and it floats down. It's real easy and fun.
Yeah, until you start.
And I'm bad at sports.
Yeah.
And I could do really long volley in badminton.
Yeah. We did that. We also played kickball for a little bit.
That's right.
And we had this one thing where we played soccer.
Did we?
We had one time where we played soccer.
Oh, was it outside?
Yeah, it was outside.
I do remember that.
It was with like a sub or something.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was very fun. I'm not going to lie.
See, the girls play like softball
for
the whole year.
What was the other game? The game with the four corners. We played every Friday.
That's
mat ball.
No, mat ball's with like barriers. That's like dodgeball.
Oh yeah.
That's just kickball, I think. Or it has different names. I grew up with it being called handball square ball.
Handball square ball.
But I think it's just handball. You just hit it real hard. That's fun.
Basically, there are four corners. If you hit the ceiling,
it's like baseball.
Indoor. It's baseball. It's kickball, but indoors, right? If you hit the ceiling, it's out.
You hit it with your fist. And you're trying to hit it down, because if you hit it, if it doesn't hit the floor, then someone can catch it, and then you're out. So you're trying to hit it, bounce off the floor.
I think we're talking about two different games.
Are we?
I'm talking about we played every Friday against the girls.
Yeah, that's handball.
No, we didn't play handball. It wasn't handball. It was like there were four corners of the gym.
Yeah. And
they would roll it to you like kickball. You'd kick it, and then you'd have to run to each corner.
Oh, it is the same game. That's just the kickball version.
I gotcha.
We played handball in middle school. That's what it was. In high school, it was kickball. It's the same game, though. You just kick it.
Yeah, you use your feet. I remember we did that, but the coach was like, because we don't want you hitting the ceiling. If you hit the ceiling, it's out. Yeah. You're like, what the hell?
However, if you hit the windows, which was extremely hard to do because there were like vents blocking the passage. No, it was. And you had to hit the specific part that was covered by like this black mat. People tried it all the time. It was also the
American flag too, right?
No, just the black mat over the windows.
Huh.
And people try it all the time because, they're cocky and they think, I can hit it. And then they get out because they hit the ceiling.
I've hit it once.
It's very hard to do. I
remember hitting the American flag was difficult. It was not difficult.
I'm sure.
American flag was not difficult just because it was really easy to hit.
That's on a different wall.
Yeah, that's on a different wall.
No, the windows are like across from you, and there were vents in the way. You basically had to kick a curveball because it had to go over the vent, but then curve down to hit the window. Otherwise, it would hit the wall.
Yeah,
I've seen it a few times, and every time, I guess it's a home run. Everyone goes crazy when it happens because no one's expecting it, and they'll like yell at you if you try to do it.
Yeah, no.
Good times.
I did it once, and I know who else did it. I think one of our
usually
friends
football players.
One of our friends who also played soccer with me. We both did it. He did it a few more times because he was really good at it. But I've done it once, and I remember it was the best feeling in the world.
Oh, I'm sure.
But sports.
How in the world did we get on
I don't know how we got onto sports. I'm gonna be honest.
We got it from pickleball. From PE?
Yeah. We went from...
Why did you bring up PE?
I don't know why I brought up PE. I think it was a random conversation.
Well,
ADHD. We were talking about ADHD, and then I started thinking like random topics, and I was like, oh, PE.
How did we get on there?
I don't know how we got on there either. We're gonna have to go listen back to it.
We are gonna have to.
Anyhow, I think that's all the time we have.
That wraps it up.
Yeah, this is all the time we have left. Hope you enjoyed. Listen to our other podcasts on Spotify or wherever you get it.
It's one podcast, but it's other episodes.
Listen to our other episodes
Specify.
on Spotify or wherever you get your other podcasts from.
Oh, this comes out in the new year.
Yeah.
We didn't even acknowledge that.
Yeah, no. Happy New Year.
Yay.
Yay. Right now we're under works. I don't know if we're going to have the new intro yet.
We probably won't. But
we're in the works of a new intro.
Ben's working on it. We're probably going to integrate it soon.
Yes.
What else is happening soon? The intervention episode is coming out soon.
Something that
Morgan's sick right now.
Yes.
So she couldn't record today.
We are working on a few other games right now on our YouTube channel.
On our YouTube channel, we play video games. We should probably do another drawing episode. We haven't drawn in a while.
Yeah.
I say draw is
very bad.
It's more like attempting to doodle.
Yes, it's doodles, and
I guess it's entertaining.
It's not really.
If you know what the actual Pokemon look like,
it's entertaining.
It's entertaining and also a little enraging.
Yeah. But
That's fun.
We have a lot of stuff planned for this new year. So check out our YouTube channel. Go check out our other episodes of our podcast, and we're going to keep uploading as best as possible.
If you don't, we will hunt you down.
And
we will find you, we will lock you up, and you will never see the light of day again.
Yes.
Goodbye!